Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remain standing as you are able for the candidates' processional. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Air Force ROTC Blue Sabres and Army ROTC Stonehenge Battalion.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose white stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red red above bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you to the Missouri S&T University Winds and the Missouri S&T Choral Program for providing music for the opening of our ceremony. Thank you to the Air Force and Army ROTC cadets for posting the colors. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Chancellor Modigani will now begin our program.
Good afternoon. Let's try this again. Good afternoon. Much better. Thank you. Welcome to today's commencement ceremonies. Today we are celebrating the accomplishments of our students and soon to be graduates. Graduates, I could not be prouder of you. Not only have you completed rigorous coursework and achieved your degree, but you have accomplished this during a global health pandemic. You faced challenges, you persevered, and you are here today, more resilient than when you started your educational path years ago. As members of Missouri S&T's Cisco Centennial class, you are graduating at a unique time in our university's history. For 150 years, S&T has educated creative thinkers, innovators, and leaders among many industries. And now you join those distinguished alumni. I often hear from alumni about how their S&T education prepared them for their career and success. That is wonderful to hear, of course, and I have no doubt that your education will pay tremendous dividends. But that is only part of the story. The rest of the story, as they say, is that every graduate of S&T has influence on others. Through your relentless pursuit of purpose, and your fellow graduates will provide you and your fellow graduates will provide critical contribution to critical challenges facing our society and the world. You will invent new businesses and technology, support cybersecurity, help protect the environment, further space exploration, educate our youth, or any of the thousands of other interesting and important career paths our alumni follow. You may excel in a career that doesn't even exist yet, and you will influence others along the way as you do so. My challenge to you as graduates during your university's 150th anniversary is to come back 50 years from today to celebrate your university's bicentennial year. Or better yet, get in touch with university leaders in about 48 years and help plan S&T's 200th anniversary celebration. Graduates, please look at your family members and friends in the building with us today. Wave to them and thank them. Stand up, please. Stand up, look at your families. Look at them. Thank them. Recognize the challenge and the effort that they have put forth for you to be sitting here today. So when you get home, hug them and thank them and let them know that you appreciate their effort. And of course, consider all the people cheering for you who are not in this building with us today. Please join me in showing your appreciation to those people who have given you vital support during your academic careers. So let's give them a round of applause. Thank you all. Now I would like to introduce a distinguished guest in our platform party. Our state constitution vests the governance of the University of Missouri system in a 9-member board of curators. Curators are appointed by the governor with the advice and consent of the Senate. They give freely of their time to support and defend the university's policies, as well as its mission as a land-grant university to discover, disseminate, preserve, and apply knowledge. Curator Keith Holloway has joined us today. He lives in Cape Girardeau and represents Missouri's 8th Congressional District. He founded and currently owns Professional Packaging. He is a commercial real estate investor and manager in Cape Girardeau County, as well as Wayne and Butler counties in Missouri. He is a former officer of the University of Missouri Extension Council for Cape Girardeau County and has been a member of the council since 2012. Curator Holloway has faithfully served the Board of Curators and the citizens of Missouri since his appointment by Missouri Governor Mike Parson earlier this year. Curator Keith Holloway, could you please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your service, sir. You know, Curator Holloway's son, James Holloway, was sitting here a few years ago when he graduated, And Curly Holloway himself is a graduate of University of Missouri in Columbia. And I always say he's a great example when generational improvement can happen. Now I would like to introduce today's commencement speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to have with us today Dr. Larry Gregg to deliver the commencement address. We are fortunate to have Dr. Gregg with us today as he just returned from Las Vegas. Now, before you start imagining him gambling and watching magic shows, I can tell you that our commencement speaker was in Vegas for a much more legitimate reason, and that is his connection with the mobs in Las Vegas. You see, Dr. Gregg is a historian and has written multiple books about the history of Las Vegas. He was invited to speak at the Mob Museum on the 75th anniversary of the opening of Flamingo Hotel. So stop thinking nasty things, okay? Today, he will commemorate another important anniversary with his talk. That anniversary, of course, is our Cisco Centennial. Dr. Gregg wrote the book on S&T's history, literally. His book, Forged in Gold, Missouri S&T's first 150 years, tells the story of how a hardscrabble country academy in the Ozarks became the leading science and technology institution you are graduating from today. Dr. Gregg is a curator's distinguished teaching professor emeritus of history at Missouri S&T. He began teaching at S&T in 1977 and has touched the lives of thousands of our students over the years. Dr. Gregg has won more than 20 teaching awards, including the Missouri Governor's Award for Excellence in Teaching and the University of Missouri President's Award for Outstanding Teaching. Dr. Gregg served as the chair of our History and Political Science Department for 17 years. Although he is retired, he continues to conduct research and write books. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Larry Gregg.
Thank you, Chancellor Degani. What a great afternoon. You made it. You made it to the end. And I'm sure you're relieved that there are no more assignments from professors. Yet, as a recently retired professor, I cannot resist giving you one more, which I will identify at the end of my remarks. As I was researching a history of S&T, one of the critical questions I sought to answer was, what are minor students and alumni capable of doing? And the answers I found are truly inspiring. What are minors capable of doing? Consider Daniel Jackling. From a poor Missouri farm family, Jackling graduated in 1892 with a degree in metallurgy. He went west and was responsible for the development of the massive Bingham Canyon copper mine in Utah. For his achievement in 1932, the American Association of Engineering Societies bestowed upon Jackling their highest honor, the John Fritz Medal. Previous recipients of this medal included George Westinghouse, Alexander Graham Bell, and Thomas Edison. What are minors capable of doing? Consider Hector Boza, who was born in Peru and graduated in 1911 with a degree in mining engineering. On his return to Peru, Boza developed gold and silver mines, and then he turned to public service, becoming not only the president of the nation's Senate, but also Peru's vice president, their ambassador to Colombia, then as a delegate to the United Nations, and then as a delegate to the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II in London. What kind of courage are minors capable of displaying? Consider Ava Endurance Hurdler, who transferred to the Missouri School of Mines in 1909 from Washington University, and she was the only female student on campus. Despite the faculty's unwavering opposition to granting her a degree in mining engineering, even though she had met all the degree requirements, Hurdler went on to have a successful mining engineering career. What kind of courage are miners capable of displaying? Consider George A. Whiteman. From Sedalia, Missouri, Whiteman attended the Missouri School of Mines in the mid-1930s, majoring in chemical engineering before enlisting in the Army Air Corps. Commissioned as a second lieutenant, Whiteman was serving in Hawaii on December 7, 1941. When the Japanese attack began, Whiteman made it to his plane and was able to become briefly airborne before being shot down in a fiery crash. Whiteman was the first American airman killed in aerial combat during the war. The Air Force honored his memory by renaming the Sedalia Air Force Base in 1955 as Whiteman Air Force Base. What kind of courage are miners capable of displaying? Consider George E. Horn and Elmer Bell Jr., graduates of Sumner High School in St. Louis, who became the pioneers of desegregation of public colleges and universities in Missouri when they agreed to join the NAACP in suing the University of Missouri to gain enrollment at the Missouri School of Mines in 1950. What are miners capable of doing? Consider their contributions to NASA. George Miller, who graduated from MSM in 1939 with a degree in electrical engineering, 24 years later, he became an associate administrator at NASA in charge of manned spaceflight through 1969. He oversaw not only the conclusion of the Gemini program, but also the successful moon landing of Apollo 11. Consider Farouk El-Baz, who was from Egypt, who obtained both a master's degree in 1961 and a PhD in 1964 in geology. El-Baz joined NASA in 1967, where he began work on the Apollo program. Specifically, he was the secretary of the Landing Site Selection Committee, responsible for determining the ideal landing site for the historic Apollo 11 mission. He gained popular notoriety through the HBO series From the Earth to the Moon, which had a segment entitled The Brain of Farouk El-Baz. Consider the astronauts. Tom Akers, who graduated with a degree in mathematics in 1973. Janet Kavandi, who earned a master's degree in chemistry in 1982. And Sandra Magnus, who earned a bachelor's degree in physics in 1986 and a master's degree in electrical engineering in 1990. All three were on important missions. What are miners capable of doing? Consider Fred Kummer, a 1955 graduate with a bachelor's degree in civil engineering. Kummer founded the hospital building and equipment company 5 years later, employing a unique design-build approach. His company built over 1,000 healthcare facilities, and he established Adams Mark Hotels and Resorts, a chain of 24 upscale properties. Last year, only a few months before his death, Kummer and his wife June donated $300 million to his alma mater. What are miners capable of doing? Consider Mariana Rodriguez, another native of Peru. She earned a civil engineering degree in 1980 and became a higher education leader in Peru, where she established not one, not two, not three, but 4 universities and institutes. And finally, consider Gary White, who earned a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in civil engineering in 1985 and 1987. His achievements have been so extraordinary that Time magazine, in its 2011 list of the 100 most influential people in the world, included White. He partnered with actor Matt Damon to form Water.org, and through that organization has had a greater impact on the world than any other miner. By 2019, Water.org was bringing fresh water to an additional 1 million people every 3 months. So, what's the answer to my question? What are miners capable of doing? Anything, no matter how difficult the challenge. Now for my assignment for you. In 2071, as the campus celebrates its bicentennial, someone like me will be standing here giving a talk about notable miner successes. Your assignment is to have such an extraordinary career, such a compelling life, that speaker will have to include some of you in their talk. So to you, the sesquicentennial class of miners, go out there and do great things. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gregg. At this time, Provost Colin Potts will present the candidates for master's degrees.
Good afternoon. Master's degrees have been awarded for hundreds of years for recognition of mastery needed originally for graduates to go abroad to teach their subject area. And I know this because Dr. Gregg and I were there. Today's pretty much the same. Master's degree candidates do teach, they consult, which is a form of teaching, they lead, as you've heard, and they demonstrate through being role models to their new colleagues how to comport themselves and how to act professionally and excel in their fields. And that's what we're expecting of all of you today. Congratulations. Chancellor Degani, I have the honor of presenting these candidates who have been recommended by the faculty of the Missouri University of Science and Technology for the master degree as designated.
Thank you, Provost Potts. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the President and the Board of Curators of the University of Missouri, I confer upon you the master's degree in your respective fields, together with all the rights, honors, and privileges, as well as the obligations and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Will the graduates with the master's degree please stand? The faculty marshals will now direct the master's degree graduates to the platform. Graduates, please refrain from shaking hands while on stage. Graduates will then go into the hallway for photos. Upon returning to your place, you may be seated.
Abraham Salem. Jacob Todd Verzeman. Teresa Michelle Arnold. Aparna D. Casino Dooney. Jennifer Suzanne Crow. Laura Marie Lupardis. Christopher Stephen Lupardis. Monish Krishna Reedy Kunkarnara. James Scott Palmer. Brian Richard Decker. Christopher Korba. Athmar Walid Al-Zubairi. Matthew Jeffrey Kilwin. Nicholas Ariel Polignan. Dominic Joseph Basil. Jessica Rochelle Bowles. Isaac Anthony Castillo. Brian Trome Lee. Gregory Scott Highland. Brian Michael Locke. Christopher Michael Croft. Donald Coolidge Wunsch III. Jose L. Corsosando Albejo.
Will the audience join me in congratulating the graduates? At this time, Provost Potts will recognize our undergraduate honors students.
Thank you. And first, I'd like to introduce an esteemed member of our platform party who leads the programs and services for student success, including the Honors Academy. Dr. Kathy Northcutt is our Vice Provost of Academic Support at S&T. She joined our English and Technical Communication faculty in 2004 and was instrumental in building our bachelor's and master's degree programs in technical communication. She became Vice Provost of Academic Support in September after filling the role as interim Vice Provost since 2020. In addition to her responsibilities here at S&T, Dr. Northcutt represents S&T to her peers at over 100 highly ranked research universities through the Association of Undergraduate Education at Research Universities. Dr. Northcutt, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Now, this time I'd like to recognize the students who have completed their bachelor's degrees with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. I'm going to repeat that, perfect 4.0 grade point average. Please stand as I call your name and be recognized individually. Aaron Chang. Samuel Cole Essery. Seth Gudeman. Amanda N. Hill. Caleb Ray Hock. Connor Brian Jones. James Hunter Koch. Andrew W. Lisi. Peter T. Liu. Grant D. Miller. Viet V. Nguyen. Adam Clark Van Allen. Jacob A. Wilhoit. And William J. Ziem. And now I'd like to call your attention to those students who've achieved Missouri S&T's highest academic honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. Would these graduates please rise? Wow, look at this. Thank you. You may be seated. What a great crowd of students we have here. And I'd also like to recognize our faculty who have dedicated their careers to teaching and the pursuit of knowledge and have helped our graduates reach their academic goals. So could faculty please rise? Thank you. You may be seated.
At this time, Chancellor Degani will confer degrees upon the class of 2021. During the conferring of degrees, candidates will rise when their major field is identified. Vice Provost and Dean Richard Welson, on behalf of the College of Engineering and Computing, will now say a few words and then present candidates for bachelor's degrees from the departments within the college.
As Oscar Wilde said, education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing worth knowing can be taught. Today, those of you from CEC leave the campus as a computer scientist or an engineer, and you are a unique breed. Most of you are the first engineer in your family, and many of you are the only engineer that will be in your family. As a child, you were unique, inquisitive, and the one who looked at the world through a different set of eyes. You had to understand how everything worked, and you'd like to take things apart, and very often you would find that you had the magic power to make things work. You were the one who knew how to program the thermostat, to repair the dishwasher, or to stop the alarm clock from flashing 1200. You were good at math, perhaps a bit more introverted than your friends, and very likely did something that involved either pyrotechnics or a very creative use of the internet. And then you arrived here and suddenly found that you were surrounded by people who are just like you. You compared stories and found a shared experience and a common set of values. For the first time, you were surrounded by engineers and scientists in the making, and for the rest of your career, you will always feel at home among this group. So look around because you are among family. Today, you will leave this campus and change the world. Whatever you choose to do, you will make a difference, and that is the greatest reward we can give to you. In a world that has come to depend on technology, you are the arbiters of the future, the ones who will lead us through tomorrow's challenges while solving the problems of today. So will the candidates from the following programs please stand and remain standing while we accept applause from the crowd and the audience. Aerospace Engineering, Computer Science, Computer Engineering, Electrical Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Mining Engineering, and Nuclear Engineering. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, and you may be seated. Interim Vice Provost and Dean Kate Drone will present the candidates for bachelor's degree within the College of Arts, Science, and Business.
Good afternoon. I can remember so clearly my own college graduation, though it did happen before most of you students were born. We only had one graduation speaker that day, the president of my college, and I can still remember his advice. Now, this was before the internet age, and he told us that wherever we went, we should always remember to have a book with us for when we were stuck in line at the bank or in a traffic jam or at the bus stop. Now, the examples that he gave then sound kind of quaint now. He couldn't have imagined a time when smartphones in our pockets would supplant most people's actual engagement with real paper books. But the spirit of that advice is still good, even if the technology has changed. My college president didn't mean that we should carry a book with us just to stave off boredom. He meant that we should never squander an opportunity to learn something new, to expand our knowledge, and to better ourselves. Reading books is one way to do that, and it's a really good way, but it's far from the only way. So that's the message I'd like to pass down from my own graduation to yours. Adopt habits that make you a voracious learner. Read a lot, and ask questions, and read in lots of areas, and do your research, and stay curious. Put all those skills you learned here at S&T to work in your daily lives, not just while you're at work, but all the time. These habits of mind will enrich your life as a person, not just as an employee, and will make the world around you so much more interesting. So congratulations on your graduation, and I hope you enjoy this day and feel proud of yourselves, because all of us up here on the stage are certainly very proud of you. And even now, in 2021, remember that it's still not a bad idea to keep a book in your backpack. Will the candidates from the following programs please rise and remain standing? Applied Mathematics, Business and Management Systems, Education, History, Information Science and Technology, Multidisciplinary Studies, and Philosophy.
Will all bachelor's degree candidates please stand? Colin Potts will now address the candidates.
Chancellor Degani, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Missouri University of Science and Technology, I'm honored to present these candidates standing before you for their bachelor's degrees as designated.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the President and the Board of Curators of University of Missouri, I confer upon you the bachelor's degree in your respective fields, together with all the rights, honors, and privileges, as well as the obligations and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Graduates, you may now be seated. The faculty marshals will now direct the graduates to the platform. Graduates, please refrain from shaking hands while on stage. Graduates will then go into the hallway for photos. When you return to your place, you may be seated.
Preston Q. Missimer. Tyler Allen Lucars. Jennings Randolph IV. Robert Daniel Wolf. David A. Newman. Donald Robert Shaw III. Patrick Sanchez. Adam Ryan Sawyer. An T. Nguyen. Jack William Schott. Jordan D. Morrow. Andrew W. Dobson. Parker E. Zeeley. Ethan Garrett Jones. Jonathan F. Payne. William J. Zeem. Kristen E. Copeland. Neil Thomas Anderson. Samantha Elizabeth Schnitzland. Emily Madison Brown. Clayton Michael Bax. Benjamin Joseph Sanfilippo. Benjamin L. Byers. Susan Elise Korn. Samantha Jo Snook. Andre S. Henley. Luke James Hertzler. Joshua Khalil Brown. Austin Livu. Jared Lewis Allen. Connor Brian Jones. Evan Russell Height. Cameron Shelton Denny. Benjamin Joseph Koch. Amanda Nicole Hill. Taylor Brooke Ornelas. Nicholas A. Kuthais. Nicholas Scott Morton. Jason Michael Shear. Wyatt Anthony Pickett. Alex Jacob Lindner Shear. Jonathan A. Ogden. Jacob Austin Wilhoit. Anne Marie Vesterville. Matthew J. Woodford. Gabrielle M. Watson. Nicholas Joseph Tate. Mitchell L. Skaggs. Christian Anthony Rains. Morgan Reed Nicodemus. Hayden Thomas Dixon. Andrew W. Lisi. Joseph David Coleman. Elliot Stewart Gothman. Nathan Norbert Burles. Michael Joseph Gautieri. Cole Evan Davis. Zachary T. Bingham. Caleb Ray Hawk. Ryan Thomas Kruger. William Scott Fleetwood. Noah E. Klein. Kyler S. Curtis. John E. Adams. Nicholas Gin Sung Lum. Brian Thomas Lafser. Jonathan Robert Kernicker. Kieran D. Watson. Coleman Michael Keeley. Jaron R. Wright. Shelby Elijah Ray Wesselman. Paul Bailey Vollinger. Anthony Trong. Jared Daniel Stinky. Jeffrey Scott Phillips. Haley Ann Petus. Viet Nguyen. Joseph Andrew Mendez. Charles V. Maddie IV. James Hunter Koch. John E. Graham Jr. Daniel L. Johnson. Carl S. Frank. Elijah Lamont Kelly. Divya N. Digavale. Khalil Alexander Harris. Alex William Fisher. Derek Gonzalez. Mohammed Naif Abdallah. Fasil Khalid Al-Moteri. Zachary N. Bailey. Michael Alexander Bartner. James Richard Bohannon Jr. Cameron Dale Brown. Caleb Alexander Werner Bruns. Aaron T. Pope. Austin Daniel Paget. Jackson Samuel Lee. Andrei Sergeyevich Konovarov. Jennifer Marie Shunk. Evan E. Williams. Sigdeepcha Shika Radi Kotala. Brent M. Raby. Abby Marie Seibert. Tobias Joseph Lozaya. Jonathan Michael Rooney. Yonaz Asengado Wole. Aaron Moya. Connor T. Joyce. Casey D. Kemmerer. Madeline Boyloza Shea Stafford. Cassie Nicole Bulin. Lucas C. Kuhn. James Curran. Michael A. Dickerson. Samuel Asare. Benjamin James Fork. Matthew Gensler. David Paul Habekhorst. Daniel Paul Andrews. Maxwell Orrin Butler. Mark James Chafin. Marcus A. Davis. Pavitra Deshpande. Noah Francis Donnelly. Brittany Anne Marie Gradford. Neha Joglakar. Elias Belden Snyder. Benjamin Joseph Webb. Philip A. Olubodon. Jack Dawson Ray. Daniel Joseph Faith. Tristan James Rollhouse. Shanil Nirav Taylor. Ite Sanir. Scott Y. Nakayama. Ian Daniel Law. Jacob Thomas Staggs. Caleb Michael Wilson. Daniel C. Schnelly. Mark Weezy. Isaac John Velkamp. Sierra Nicole Snediger. Kyle D. Johnson. Cale Owen Dudley. Jacob C. Didion. Mitchell Glenn Doblar. Dale Jordan Huffman. Calvin Charles Act. Joshua Aaron Isabel. William Donald Brodice. Tyler D. Felderworth. Katarina Davies. Vincenzo Giuseppe Anthony. Chandler Lucas Karate. Fletcher V. Daves. Zachary Daniel Bowers. Anthony Xavier Domian. Joshua Carey Umrish. Kristen Leanne Steins. Henry Joseph Matney. Kyle Patrick Urick. Brennan M. Long. Quentin R. Turner. Nicole Ann Morgenthaler. Hope Reagan Benson. Andrew Dillon Thomas. Emily Marie Thrower. Logan Charles Moritz. Dylan Thomas Mann. Bradley A. Scherer. Christopher Eric Tumamak Raugenberg. Tarun Pasupatili. Joshua David Woodman. Christopher Allen McCrander. Zachary J. Hart. Jordan Anthony Gomez. Austin S. Griffin. Blake Richard Barthelmess. Brett W. Elbert. Paul William Johnson. Lauren Elizabeth Allen. Ryan B. Cameron. Aaron Chang. Matthew Thomas Bauman. Kellen Vincent Evers. Dakota Dalton Eicherman. Julian Alexi Donnie. Dylan Willard Horney. John W. Fielder. John Thomas Wade. Jackson C. Riggs. Jason Andrew Schlaud. Tyler Austin Strickland. Joshua Calvin Nagel. Grant D. Miller. Mark Milnes Poindexter. Sophia Evelyn Stone. Caleb Graham Lawach. Tyler Joseph Shannon. Alexander Robert Walstead. Chad Daniel Montgomery. Joseph M. Bolasina. Zachary J. Finley. Cole P. Bivens. Jackson A. Barry. Maxwell J. Buck. Gregory Eimer Hubcher. John Brandon Bauer. Camus Dante Barry. Matthew Joseph Gonzalez. Tolga A. Coach. Zachary W. Hoffman. Zachary Freestone. Dominic Vidal Aguilar. Michaela Rose Baylor. Caitlin Irene Murphy. Megan Elizabeth Malden. Shay Elizabeth Sturgeon. And the one we've been waiting for, Philip Arthur Norris.
Ladies and gentlemen, once all the graduates have returned to their seats, we will proceed with the commencement tradition. We'll wait until everyone has had time to return to their seats following photos. People are coming in. While we wait, I'd like to share with you some plans for the university. Today we talked about the past, thanks to Dr. Larry Gregg, and we talked about your accomplishment in the present. Now I would like to talk a little bit about our future as a university. Through the generous and transformative $300 million gift from late Fred Comer and his wife, June, we have created the Comer Institute for Student Success, Research, and Economic Development. We have three main goals that you will see us fulfilling in the coming years. In fact, I consider those Fred Comer's really mandate for us to move forward with. It is to elevate Missouri S&T, to provide broad STEM outreach, and to have economic impact. We received the gift 1 year ago and already have welcomed 460 undergraduates in our inaugural class of Comer Vanguard Scholars. Some of these scholars attended our time capsule sealing event in November, and I have invited them back to attend when the time capsule is opened 50 years from today. In fact, we expect that some of you will be here in 2071. And if you think that's far-fetched, I want you to know that we have many faculty members here on our faculty roster that were hired more than 50 years ago, that they are here today. So it's not far-fetched to request that you be here in 2071 when the time capsule is opened, and you can be eyewitness to this event that is happening today. And by then, as Professor Gregg mentioned, you'll be highlighted by the speaker, or in fact, better yet, you'll be the speaker on this platform. So do your best to attend. I, in fact, recommend marking your calendars now, so you won't be too busy to attend the event then. Wherever you go after graduation and whatever path you follow, I invite you to stay connected and be part of your university's future. I'd like to say a few words about that. We will need your participation. We will need your wisdom. As you go out there in the world of business, economics, invention, development, whatever path your life takes you, we can benefit from your wisdom. We benefit from our wisdom, from the wisdom of our alums today. We have many tiers of our alums that contribute mentally, contribute by participating in our committees, in our events, in our activities, and many other ways. You will not be any different. You will be a miner for life, and you will learn that these years will be the most memorable years of your lives, no matter where you go. So Fred Comer, as you heard, was a graduate of this institution in 1955, and has been a part of this institution ever since then. At the end of his life, he essentially gave virtually a big chunk of his belongings to further advance this university. So your participation will be expected and appreciated, and as I want to say, is not only monetary, is really your wisdom that you will gain, and you will be able to guide us through the future decades as we go through our plans. At this time, I invite all of our graduates to please stand. I now invite to move your tassels from the right side of your caps to the left as a simple symbol of your graduation from Missouri University of Science and Technology. Congratulations. Well, I don't see any caps in the air. Where are the caps in the air? Let's see them. There you go. All right. That's more like it. Congratulations. Now, good luck finding your caps.
Graduates, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screens at the front of the stage for congratulations from distinguished individuals representing the University of Missouri System and the Minor Alumni Association.
Congratulations, minors. I am so proud of you, especially after this year of constant change. You deserve even more to relish the honor as members of the 150th anniversary class. Your resilience, your commitment to excellence, and your positive approach to life were tested like never before. And you've shown incredible strength and grace through it all. I'm sure that I speak for all of us when I say that you would not be here without the support of your family and friends and the incredible faculty and staff. So this day is their celebration as well. And graduates, with the perspectives that you gained over the past 14 months, you will look at life much differently. But don't fear to tread. Instead, explore the breadth and depth of what this life has to offer. And don't become jaded. Instead, continue to be amazed at the wonders of life. In closing, thank you for allowing S&T to be an important foundation in your growth as an individual. And go Miners!
It is my sincere pleasure to congratulate each of the Missouri S&T 2020 spring, summer, and fall graduates, as well as the 2021 summer graduates on behalf of the University of Missouri Board of Curators. I also want to recognize the parents, family members, and friends who have supported our students along this remarkable journey and have traveled back to celebrate them today. Your patience, support, and encouragement was essential for their success. Thank you. Graduates, it took a lot of hard work and waiting to get to today's celebration, but I assure you it was well worth it. I believe that education is the strongest path to becoming a leader. Going forward, your accomplishments will be a direct reflection of your hard work here. You have so much to be proud of, and we are proud of you. As you already know, you leave this university with much more than a degree. Many of you have already left prepared for success. Each of you will have opportunities to make a lasting impact. Never stop chasing your dreams. You are now part of a network of successful alumni that represent our 4 public research universities. Always remember your tie to Missouri, S&T, and to Rolla. Stay connected with your classmates and lend a hand to guide those who follow you. Again, on behalf of the entire Board of Curators, congratulations. We all look forward to seeing what you do next. Represent Missouri well.
Greetings, fellow miners and friends. I'm Mike McEvely, president of the Miner Alumni Association and a proud 2-time S&T graduate in civil engineering and engineering management. Today, it's my honor to congratulate our new graduates on behalf of the entire Alumni Association. As you begin a new chapter in your lives, never forget that you are part of one of the greatest alumni networks in the world. On this milestone day for our new graduates and your families, over 65,000 Miner alumni join me in celebrating your achievements and your bright futures. I encourage you to make the most of that advantage by staying connected and getting involved. Because no matter where you live and work, you will always be a Miner. Thank you.
Chancellor Modegani will now say a few words to conclude our program.
Congratulations once again. I want to thank all of our graduates and guests today for your consideration and following COVID-19 guidelines. Thank you. Let me also recognize Paul Hertz, our narrator behind the scenes. Paul is standing up there. Paul, would you wave? Thank you. John Gallagher, our name reader. John, would you stand up, please? And thank you, John. Deanne Jackson, our registrar and her staff. Deanne, are you here? Congratulations, thank you. Our band and choir, I don't know where they're hiding, but thank you for all your work. They're up there. Our media services staff. Yes, thank you. Velvet Hasner, our script writer. Thank you, Velvet, wherever you are. Our commencement committee, led by Dr. Steve Raper and Krista Chambers. I know they're here somewhere. Yep, there's Krista. Yep. Our staff and everyone else behind the scenes. Thanks for all you are doing. Now I will turn it over to Paul once again. And congratulations.
We will now play the Alma Mater hymn, recorded and performed by Missouri S&T Choir. Feel free to join in. The words are printed in your program. After the hymn, would the audience please remain seated until after the recessional?
Through the years with honor glowing, love for you is ever growing. From our hearts forever flowing, Missouri S&T. Wrought in silver, forged in gold, always in our hearts we'll hold you and Rolla MSM. Missouri S&T.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's commencement ceremony. Chancellor Degani and Provost Potts will now lead the graduates in the recessional.
Thank you.